Alright, so before I had my YouTube channel, I had a different iPhone at the time. It was an old one that was in a piece of furniture that my mom sold the house, and so we got some of the furniture out of there, and yeah, we found that. There was another one in there. It was no good, though. And yeah, and there were some videos that somehow popped up on this phone I have now, and so I may as well share some of them. They're pretty good videos. There's the shop, and there's that new shelf. There's all of our stuff here. Here's the workbench. Here's the shelf. See, these cross members still just have to be nailed on. But other than that, I think it's almost done. And I painted this spike here. It's red. Really nice red. This thing was off the tractor. But it was cute. My uncle fixed it there. And then this here is the paint I used. Pretty good paint. And I painted some hooks. I got a chain here. We have lots of old chains, and those are the hooks. These are with the brush paint that was over there. Same stuff I used to paint that. And then these here were spray paint, and they're both very similar. I paint the hooks and where you can find the hooks easier. The shelf is almost done. Recently, my uncle and his friend, who's a mechanic, welded up this new mount here, the old one. Here, this thing. You can see it broke off. It's kind of a thin plate for that job, and it holds the gearbox. And this here, the tractor power goes in here, and then this comes out, and this is for the baler there. And then that goes on here, and then you can see this here is a new piece of metal. He cut this plate off of the old piece, and he welded it up here. And my uncle's friend who did the welding here with our welder, he did a pretty good job. Well, not this one, this is factory, but this the straight weld there. That's pretty thick. That hopefully won't break again. Plate at the back. We had to take this thing, me and my uncle had to take this thing apart quite a bit to get that job done. There's a part of it over there, some more parts there, everything here. And then, like when the gearbox, this is actually how it sits, right here, or actually, this here would sit like that. So this round thing would be about here, and then the other shaft would go here. There's a shaft that goes here that was bent, and it's bent beyond, it's no good anymore. And then there was another shaft that was just where the tractor would, like the tractor PTO would be here. That goes in a shaft here, and then, it would go under there. It looks like from here to here is okay still. Looks like it didn't get, seems to still be fine. It's not bent. Gearbox still works. And there's a push. Hopefully the gearbox still works. Hard to turn. The gearbox seems to be fine. And it seemed to just broke for no reason. But putting it all back together, and it should be fine after that. So I was just quadding here, checking the fence line, and there was a big mud pit, so I got about halfway through and then I had to winch it, but it has some sort of electrical problem and the winch shorts out another circuit. So the winch didn't work and then it stalls the engine. I don't know why. And then it wouldn't start again, so it just sat there. So now I'm pulling it out with the tractor. Got it out. Stuck in there. And towed it up here. And there it is there. So we're gonna try and make a knife out of copper. This is a piece of copper I found at our other property. So this here's the end. I'm gonna cut it and a bend, and then this will be the sharp part, and then cut these chunks off and then put the wooden handle on there. The grinder wasn't plugged in, so I decided to make this whole contraption and put all that on there. And that way you can, that way look at all these cords. There's tons of cords here, and I don't want to plug them in all the way over there. I have an extension cord. It's messy, so I just put this 4 outlet on there. So it's really old. It's like 60 years old. It's an oldie. And that was off of this thing. I don't know why there's so many. There doesn't need to be that many. And this is a tiny cord, so I mean, it's very old. Things were different, like slightly different 60 years ago for all the electrical and everything. But now I can just plug the grinders in right there, and the welder also has one of those on it. Look at the push. Oh, the soft push. I finished this knife. We had a company come over, so I kind of didn't really take pictures of it. But this here is a solid copper knife. It's quite heavy. It's a metal thick. And, I'm obviously not going to grind that because I don't really have, I made it in a narrow amount of time because I wanted to make it to show our company. So I just found the handle. It didn't take me that long to put it on there. The camera's kind of fuzzy. And, I can see I stuck the end of it in there. And now I have a copper. It's actually like, this is like almost as heavy as the cat. It's so heavy. It's like quite thick metal. But I want to put it on the wall or something because it looks good. And it's sharp, but it's not that sharp. You could probably cut paper with it or something. And there's this is kind of, we didn't have any of that, but we had all of that, and ginger ale, and I got some milk there. And that's like, this stuff is kind of what we had today for party food.